Is it time to officially call a time of death on the console wars? Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. I've got a collection of the current gen consoles right now. Now this is likely to change soon, but with the release of the PlayStation 5 Pro, a lot of people are wondering, is this it? Is this the end? And I've got some compelling ideas that I want to discuss on this video. But first I want to make sure that it's clear. This is an opinion piece. This is not fact-based, it is my opinion. So it's open for interpretation. You may have a different opinion and I would love for you to join the conversation in the chat down below or in future videos. So if you have something that you want to share about anything that I have to say in this video, be sure to put it in the comments down below. With that said, let's talk quickly about the release of the PlayStation 5 Pro. The main goal of the PlayStation 5 Pro is quite simply to get 4K gaming at high frames per second. Now, Sony is targeting 120 frames per second as a possibility, but we're looking more at 4K gaming at 60 frames per second. And that's, a small upgrade from what we're able to do already with the regular PlayStation 5, which can do 4K at 30 frames per second. The big idea that Sony's putting all their efforts into is that gamers want to have really, really good looking graphics, but also have really, really high frame rates. Now I have an opinion about that as well. Let's explain how they think they're going to achieve this. They've done three things to the PlayStation 5 Pro. They've put in a different GPU, which is supposed to be about 46% better than what the existing PlayStation 5 GPU can handle. They're going to use the graphical power that they bumped up to finally get 4K gaming looking really, really good. But that additional power also unlocks AI upscaling. And through AI upscaling, they can basically take 4K and just double the frame rates because the AI can fill in the missing gaps. Now, Sony has a special name for it, and it's something like PSSR, PlayStation Super Sampling Resolution. I don't remember exactly, but it's definitely PSSR. Now, this is no different than what you're used to with DLSS. It's no different than what you're used to with FSR from AMD already. It's just Sony's implementation of this AI enhancement technology. Now, they've also had enough overhead that they think they can beef up the graphics a little bit more by giving you better reflections. And that comes with ray tracing. So better reflections off water, better reflections off the environment, better reflections off other objects in the world, which is cool if that's what you're looking for. But Nintendo's been hedging their bets that you don't want good graphics. You don't care about good graphics. And that's why the Switch has been so wildly successful, because so many people are willing to sacrifice graphics for better gameplay. And because the Switch doesn't do good graphics, they had to make the gameplay exceptional. It's a great example of when developers take the time to make a good game, it does well, and it doesn't have to look good to be a good game. Now let's talk about Microsoft. You see, Microsoft has a uniquely different perspective than either of these two, and they potentially are going to become the market leader in the console space. And that's mostly because Microsoft doesn't really have a console. Now, before everyone starts getting really upset, let's hear me out, okay? Yes, Microsoft has the Series S and the Series X, but those are form factors for a medium. They are more like Apple than they are like Nintendo. And let me explain that. You see, Apple is not a hardware manufacturer. Apple is an experience seller. They're selling you an experience. That experience comes through their OS. They have hyper focus on the user experience. And what they found was the best way to control the user experience was to have that user in an ecosystem that they fully controlled, where they had hardware that you could experience that ecosystem on. They don't make that experience available on any other hardware because they don't want to sacrifice the experience. And the more I talk about this, the more I realize that Microsoft isn't quite the same, but sort of the same, but kind of different. What I mean by that is Game Pass. Microsoft wants to become the Netflix of gaming. They want to have anyone who's talking about games be talking about Game Pass at the same time. So their Xbox Series S and their Xbox Series X are not consoles, they are Game Pass delivery systems. GamsGo. Are you paying too much for Netflix, Spotify, Disney+, Crunchyroll, Duolingo, Canva, or Adobe? GamsGo has you covered with premium shared subscriptions for a fraction of the price directly from the distributor. Yes, GamsGo is the shared premium experience that you've been looking for that saves a ton of money. I personally use GamsGo for my Netflix, my Spotify, my Disney+, and my Crunchyroll subscriptions, and I have saved tons of money by switching to GamsGo. Switching to GamsGo is as easy as clicking the link in the description or up in the title card, which will take you to the main GamsGo website. Select the services that you're looking for and buy them. But to show you how easy it is, we're gonna take 30 seconds and we're gonna sign up for Netflix. So we've clicked the affiliate link and I'm gonna click purchase now on Netflix. Now we have an option to buy 3 months or 6 months. I'm gonna buy a 6-month membership. I'm gonna say activate auto renewal because you don't wanna miss out anyway. Now in my case, I only need one profile. That means that I get one of the 5 included shared profiles with my Netflix account and I can install it on one device in my home. Do you have multiple devices in your home? You might want to switch to the 5 profiles option, which also unlocks multiple devices so that you can use all of your profiles across multiple devices. But in my case, one profile is plenty. Now this is the most important step. It's gonna say, do you have a promo code? Yes, I do. And the promo code is GEARS. We're gonna apply our promo code and it's gonna say, this is a valid promo code. We're gonna click to go to payment and then we're gonna enter in all of our details. This is a one-time payment of just $21.26. That is crazy cheap for premium Netflix on one device with one profile. I'm going to pay now. I'm gonna enter my credit card information and that's it. Once you've paid, you get immediate access to Netflix and it's as simple as logging into your GamsGo account, getting the username and passkey, and then going to legit Netflix. Now it's gonna immediately say, well, who is this? Now I am account number 3, Gears and Tech, and it's gonna ask for my PIN code because I locked this down. Once I have my PIN code in, now instantly I am in the full premium Netflix experience. This gives me HD Netflix, I can download it, and it's that simple. And it works the same on all your other favorite streaming platforms. This is truly an amazing deal, you don't wanna miss it. Click the link down below to grab your deal. That's what they want you to do, is to buy that console for Game Pass. But you don't have to buy that console exclusively for Game Pass. Consider this. My laptop that I'm using right now to record this video. It came with 3 months of free Game Pass when I bought it. That's because it's a gaming laptop and Microsoft, who installed Windows on here, said give them Game Pass. Because just like that crack dealer who gives you your first hit for free, they know that once you've built it into your life, you just can't go without it. So once your free trial is expired, you can have Game Pass on your PC for as little as $15 a month. You don't need an Xbox Series S or X or the current gen console to access the complete library of games that Microsoft sells. You can play it on your laptop, and you don't even need a high-powered laptop to do it, because Game Pass is also available on tablets, on iPads, on iPhones, on Android phones. And now with a partnership with Amazon, you can run Game Pass on your Amazon Fire Stick. Yes, a small little TV stick that has basic internet and an HDMI connection can suddenly access the current gen premium quality games. And that's because they offload all of the heavy lifting to a server farm that has the power to do it, and they stream just the video to your TV, your monitor, your laptop, your game, whatever. And now all you need is a controller and you have a next-gen console. And that's why I get to the question about, is the console wars over? Because Microsoft is unlikely to release a full-fledged premium powered console again. They don't need to. If they get Game Pass to the level that they want to, you're going to have that $15 a month subscription every month, just like you have your Netflix, just like you have your Spotify, just like you have your YouTube Premium. already. It's built into your monthly budget. Game Pass wants to do the same thing. Have you be like blindly paying 15 bucks a month. Use it or don't use it. They don't care. They hope that you don't, because 15 bucks a month adds up. And if they can get millions and millions of people to just keep paying that $15 a month for the game streaming service, all of a sudden they have unlimited money to just keep shoveling crappy games and have those odd premium titles that come out. And they don't need to build hardware like Sony has. Now, Sony is kind of playing catch up now. They have started to release their PlayStation exclusive titles onto PC. They want to try and catch up. They don't want to miss out. But the PlayStation 5 Pro is a powerhouse, and it's expensive. $699 US. It's almost $1,000 Canadian for a PlayStation 5 Pro. And a lot of people are saying it's just not worth it, especially since you can build a PC for about the same price. We've already done it in a different video. We showed you exactly how to build a PC that does just as much or more than a PlayStation 5 Pro for about the same price. So suddenly, you can build that PC, do all your productivity work, do your homework, make a YouTube video, film it and edit it and put it up on YouTube, just like what we're doing here, and still play the latest games when you want to. You can't do half of that stuff with your PlayStation 5 or your PlayStation 5 Pro. And that's what Microsoft is banking on. Now, where does Nintendo fit into all this? Well, Nintendo's been in the back for years. Ever since the Wii came out, they were finding ways to take old, crappy hardware, repackage it in a new way that was exciting and that people would buy into. The Wii was wildly successful. The graphics sucked, but the experience was amazing. And they've leveraged that over and over and over again. It is a winning combination. They've never been in the console race ever since the Nintendo 64 failed against the PlayStation 1. I mean, and you could say it failed. Maybe it didn't fail. I think it failed. The PlayStation 1 was a knockout, and Sony's been top of the game ever since. But they're about to be that cool kid that has no audience anymore because everybody just kind of walked away. And that's kind of at the turning point that we're at right now, where people are talking about the console wars. Nobody cares. There is no war, especially when there's only one top dog and the other guys just walked away and took their ball with them, and the other guys weren't even there in the first place. And so I thought that this would be the last physical generation that we had of consoles and that everything would go online streaming. But I know that Sony's talking about the PlayStation 6 coming out, and they're talking about the specs of that and everything. So Sony certainly is still in it. Microsoft, if they release a console, because I know they're talking about releasing a console, it's not going to be a powerful console to try and compete with what the PlayStation 6 will. It's going to be something more like the Switch. And I think that's the market that's really opening up, is the handheld market. We're looking for form factors that enhance those experiences. So if you can do Switch-like design, where it's portable, it's got a dock, you can play it on a screen, you can play it on a monitor, you can play it with all kinds of peripherals and everything, but when it's time to go somewhere, you just pick it up and walk away. As long as you've got strong internet connection, strong Wi-Fi, strong cellular connection, you can stream your games. PS Portal has already proved that. And the next console war is going to be in the handheld space. Switch 2 is about to get some major competition with the new PlayStation Portable that's coming out and the new Xbox handheld that's coming out. All of those are going to really rock this generation way more than the consoles at home. And that is it. I'm calling a time of death on the console war. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.